What's poppin' T-Subs and T-Squad? So listen, before I get down to today's review, I have to let you all in on this brand new streaming service that's been around for about a year now, and it is called BKWorldTube. Yeah, girl, BKWorldTube. Who are BKWorldTube? I'm so glad you asked, daughter. For all intents and purposes, they're the new Black Netflix, where they show all of the latest and greatest Black urban TV and sitcoms. They do everything from Love and Hip Hop franchise to the Real Housewives franchise to Tyler Perry's If Loving You Was Wrong, probably the haves and the have-nots, and they even also do RuPaul's Drag Race. Definitely love that. So for everybody who is all down with supporting all of our Black businesses, please click the link down in my description box and go on over there and get your BKWorldTube on, girl. Tell them I sent you and they gonna treat you right. And now, on to today's review. Y'all, I just got finished watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 24, Reunion, Part 1, right? And I'm giving a disclaimer right now. Any of you Portia fans, go on ahead and unsubscribe. Because I'm telling you bitches right now, I'm gonna cuss her delusional, drinking the Kool-Aid, no brain having, no self-esteem having, low self-esteem, no smartness, no gumpture. I'm going to cuss her gutter butt. Girl, let me take a shot. Needless to say, this reunion did a number on me. Okay? I'm going to get on Nene, but not as much as I'm going to get on Portia. I'm letting y'all know that shit right now. So y'all Nene fans, you can save all your little tight ass comments for next week. Because the only bitch that the only dusty bird brain bitch that I'm gunning for this time is gonna be Portia Bird Brain, no brain of her own having ass Williams. Letting y'all know that shit right now. So the episode starts off with the women getting ready to do the reunion from their homes. Who cares? All of the ladies look amazing, and all of they white, they really did. Even you, Nene, Tanya, and Marlo, that's all like this. Even y'all looked really good. And y'all all white, hair on fleek, makeup on fleek, outfit was on fleek, everything was on fleek, and I was here for it. Baby, Cynthia paid a nasty piece of homage to Whitney Houston, I Look to You album, honey. She said, baby, I'm about to get these bitches a little piece of my name is not Susan, so watch what you say. Yes, God, honey. If y'all don't know that, that's off the I think it's the third album. That's off the third album that came out in the 90s, honey, when she was sitting on a motorcycle like this. Yes, ma'am. So they talk about the different sides of the ladies. You know, they talked about Kenya, who they called Ken, Nene, who is Nene, Eva, who is the Salter, or KMZ, you know, something like that, and Cynthia, who is 50 Cent. I mean, that was cute, but it really wasn't much to that. Moving right on along. They asked Nene, did she ever call Cynthia a punk? And Nene said, yeah, I called her a punk. But I mean, you know, Cynthia, you chose to be friends with this low down, dirty ass scut bucket. So, you know, I mean, hey, what can you do about it? I mean, hey, listen, you let it roll off your shoulder like a teardrop. So, you know, go off, bitch. Like, I mean, if I was you, I would have did the same thing. You understand me? Because when a bitch show you who they raggedy ass is, you're supposed to do what, church? Believe them. Nene and Kenya have a small little reading session doing the whole Ken and Nene segment, and you know, Nene went from 0 to 1,000 really quickly. While Kenya was sitting there, not sweating, not getting upset, not yelling, smiling the whole time, still sitting down looking pretty sophisticated and demure, Nene always shows her true colors. She shows that she won't nothing but a project hood booger. And she's still a project hood booger with her husband's money. Now that's a little light. Because I'm saving everything I got for that bitch Portia. Gotta get my phone together. They talk about Kenya's and Mark's marriage. Kenya says that they're in counseling and he seems to want his family to work and he wants the marriage to work. Kenya, I guess. Like, Kenya, girl, look, you gonna make me give you a little bit too. Because my whole thing about you, Kenya, is this. There is no way in God's green earth that I could sit here, be as much of a beautiful woman as you are, and set up here and have to deal with a man disrespecting you for 23 goddamn episodes of an entire show that we had to suffer and endure this tired ass season. All this time, and now you're so gung-ho to go to counseling and want it to work. Girl, for what? For what? Counseling ain't gonna help y'all. Who Mark is who he is down in his bone marrow, girl. That's in his DNA. And I guarantee you, let's just say for instance, yeah, he does decide to stay married to you. What the hell is gonna change? You still not gonna meet his parents. You probably still ain't gonna meet none of his friends. He's still gonna be dogging you out and treating you like shit because that's the way he's been treating you all of this time. I don't know what's wrong with y'all women. Just want to be a Mr. and Mrs. by any means necessary. You would sit up and put up with being degraded every day of your life just to simply say that you have a husband. Girl, you're a much better woman than I ever be, Kenya. And you was way too pretty for that. You leave stuff like that to the low insecure hoes like Portia. That's who you lead it to. Look, you already see what Portia going through now with that wiener peddling ass man that don't want her ass. Do you want to end up like Portia? Anyway. Portia and Kenya have a small little banter about how Kenya talked about other people's marriage. And I'm sorry. Y'all can call me whatever the hell y'all want to. But I'm with Kenya on that one. We're not going to sit here and nail me down to the cross about anything that I said about these tired ass birds when they used to read me down to the ground. And I was with Kenya on that. You can't do wrong to a bitch and then tell her how mad to get. And you can't do wrong to a bitch and then try to give them a roadmap to how they're supposed to get back at you. You can read me, but you can't talk about my husband. You can read me, but you can't talk about my marriage. Girl, bye. I was with Kenya on that. Now, the only portion that I was not with Kenya on was when they talked about Kim Fields. Kenya, you was wrong as hell for the way that you treated Kim Fields. Kim Fields did not do nary solitary thing to you for you to be as mean, terrible, and nasty spirited that you was with Kim Fields. That was the only person that they brought up that I said, you know what, Kenya, she ain't did nothing to you. You popped that off and she read that ass. But as far as you, Portia, and please don't get on Phaedra, like, girl, bye. Anyway. Nene says that she doesn't regret saying that Kenya used somebody else's eggs to have Brooklyn. Of course you wouldn't. Like I said, you ain't nothing but a dusty ass cum bucket that Greg decided to pull off the pole and save. I mean, whatever. Nene and Eva argue about who was on the red carpet first. And I'm sorry. Listen, it's all about optics. At the end of the day, Nene, girl, quiet as it's kept, your ass was probably still on the damn pole when Eva was on America's Next Top Model. So I'm sorry. Eva won that battle. Her ass was on the red carpet way before your ass was. But at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? Either you ain't did nothing in a long ass time, and girl, Nene, all you got to show for yourself is just showing that tight ass store that you got. I don't know who in the hell want to walk around looking like Nene with the beast leaking. But girl, if you foolish enough to sell it and them hoes is foolish enough to buy it, I guess I can't be mad at you. Get your money, get your coin, get your paper, get your guap. But girl, anyway. Baby, let me tell you something. Kenya read Nene ass down to the ground. I was so proud of Kenya because all season long, Nene has been wearing Kenya ass out with the reeds. Girl, when she said, I don't know if we're on the show or if we're on the set of White Chicks because you look like a white woman in drag, I was here for it. Come through, Kenya, with the gay people reads. Yes, ma'am. I was for it. I was for it. I was all here for it. And y'all saw Nene had nothing to say. Anyway, Kenya finally decides to produce her marriage certificate. I mean, that's good for you, Kenya, but girl, listen, we all knew your ass was serious about this shit. You wouldn't be sitting here being treated like an out and out girl, quiet as it's kept. Stray dogs on the street get treated way better than you was being treated in this marriage. So girl, you ain't have to produce nothing to prove nothing to nobody, especially no goddamn weird beast leaking. Girl, I know you lying. I mean, thank you for producing the receipt or whatever, but girl, we knew you weren't playing. We knew you was very serious in your marriage, unfortunately. Anywho, Cynthia says that Nene also implied that she was in a fake relationship as well. Nene and Eva get into it again, and then Nene decides to like exit stage left. And I was sitting here thinking, of course you will. You know, you the main bitch who sit up and talk about people and drag people like a dog day in, day out. But then the minute the barrage comes to you, your ass can't handle it and you exit stage left. If you could be able to get a read and treat people like a dog, you need to be able to take a read and be dogged out. So that's just how I feel about that. Tanya and Marlo, who always come on talking like this, decides to come on. Tanya looked basic, and Marlo, I mean, I guess she was giving us 98 Brandy, 94 Brandy, I want to be down braids. I mean, you know what? I ain't even gonna read you Marlo, Mastercard Marlo, who always constantly talking like this. Because, I mean, what you had on, it was cute. I did live for the Brandy braided down wig. You know, giving us I want to be down tees with the, you know, paying a nasty piece of homage to Brandy. So, you know, I guess I'll let you have that. But Tanya looked very basic. Tanya sounded very basic. Tanya had nothing intelligent to say. Tanya was just a complete walking waste of time, space, energy. Girl, bitch, y'all should have put Shamia in Tanya's space. Because Tanya obviously serves no damn purpose. Hell, y'all should have got the candy lady. I mean, the cookie lady, I keep calling that lady the candy lady. The cookie lady. And put her up at Tanya's spot. I mean, Tanya's just such a ditzy airhead. Like, Tanya, it got to be a boring life being in your life. It got to be. It got to be so boring, so dull, so mundane, so being in your damn shoes and waking up being you every day. Anyway, Nene came back and said that she had to pee and change her tampon. Girl, Nene, you ain't wore a tampon since Eve bit the apple. Girl, go find your damn life somewhere. Child sitting here eligible for an AARP card, but got the nerve to sit up here talking about you had to change your tampon. Girl, change your diaper is more like it. Now, had you said that, your continence supplies, had you said that, I might would have believed that it would have been on your side. But your tampon, girl, bitch, you tried that one. Anyway, so they do a montage of Candy being the bone collector and calling her KMZ. Lord have mercy, Jesus. You know what? Candy, these people ain't lying on you. You was the bone collector all damn season. But I do get your side of things. It's like, I know how these hoes work. If they find out that I was there and I knew it and I didn't say nothing, it would have been a problem. So, in order for it to not be a problem, and they know I was there, I'm just gonna say what happened, and now y'all hoes still got a problem. You can't win with losing with these women, Candy. I mean, it's sad, but it's true. Um, Hold on, y'all. I was texting the boo thing. Okay. Portia and Eva get into a banter about Eva saying that PJ looks like Dennis with a bow. And Portia says that Maverick looks like a clone with the bow. Portia, but see, you know what, Portia? I really can't even be mad at you because Lord knows, Miss Diane looked like she walked every last hoe stroll from here to California, and that's probably where you came along. And you know, when you was she was pregnated with you. I'm more than sure all the dicks was beating you upside your head to the point where now we just have to deal with an airhead ass hoe like you. Because Portia, my whole thing is this. How can you sit up here and be mad at this woman for saying that your daughter looks like her daddy with a bow, and then you gonna turn around and say, how are you gonna use my child as a means to read me, and you're upset about that? But when Kenya said she talked about my child, you gonna look at this woman and say, she didn't talk about your child when she says you're having a war for Buffalo. She was talking about you. Excuse me? 2 plus 2 equals 4. I know to you it equals 1,214. But girl, 2 plus 2 equals 4. You don't have the right to sit here and get this upset about this woman saying that your daughter looks like her daddy with a bow when Lord knows she do, Portia. I don't know what child you looking at every damn day. Don't get me wrong. Your child got some features of you, and PJ is by far from ugly. I'm not saying that. But for you to get this upset over Eva about making a comment that everybody has made, girl, probably Nene her damn self. You look and you sound stupid. You look and you sound childish. You look and you sound desperate. Sis, how you gonna use my child in the read to read me? But yet, when Nene did it to Kenya, it was no problem. It was no shade. So I listen, the same thing you gave her, I'm gonna give to you. She said that about you. Anyway. Then they bring up this whole thing about Eva calling people nappy. And girl, I'm not dealing with that. Like, I refuse to deal with that. We sitting here got a whole young man that was shot dead by 2 policemen when all he doing was jogging down the street, exercising, minding his own damn business. But y'all dumbass hoes sitting here worried about a black woman calling other black women nappy-headed as if Big Mama, who scoot her feet when she walk and have a dusty ass bathrobe on and curlers in her hair, ain't never came outside looking for you and said, girl, if you don't get your nappy headed ass up in this house, you know you supposed to be up in this house before the street lights come on. Y'all go find your life somewhere. And let me tell you something. I know plenty of light-skinned broads with hair like wool, just as nappy as ever. Girl, go find your life somewhere. We as black people got to get up out of that. Like, they talk about Nene and her apology tour. The girls feel like Wendy really isn't her friend because of how she talked about her on the show. And then Tanya wants to come in, chiming in. That's why I said somebody else could have been better used that spot than having bird brain Tanya up here. Being an ass kisser and a do girl. But yet the same woman that you're sitting up here trying to defend constantly reads you and talk about your ass like a dog all in the prior season behind your back. Like I said, Tanya had nothing to offer. She looked very basic. You know, her comebacks were very basic. And everything that came out of her basic ass mouth was what, ladies and gentlemen? Basic. Get rid of these basic ass hoes. Anyhow. Portia asks Kenya why wouldn't Nene's apology to her isn't genuine. Portia, because it's not. Because it's not. If Nene's head was not up on the chopping block for extinction, bitch, you would have never gotten so much as a F you from Nene, let alone an apology. And I was with Candy. Candy was like, you sitting up here accepting this woman apology, but she dogged you out the worst while you was pregnant. And she did. You even brought that up yourself. But see, this is why I'm going to dig in Portia. Wait a minute. Let me finish this out, and then I'm going to dig a Portia ass. I'm going to bring it on home. Hold on 1 minute. Portia pulls up text messages that had to do with Kenya talking about Cynthia or whatever, but Cynthia didn't believe in a girl. We don't buy it either. And then Candy talks about her apology not being genuine to Portia, because when she was pregnant, she dogged her out the worst, and that was the end of the episode. Now getting back on to me dragging this dumbass broad. Portia, you are the most airheaded, wishy-washy, bird-brained bitch I think I have ever had the displeasure of seeing on my TV, computer, laptop, phone, iPad, iPod, and PlayStation 4, Xbox, whatever. Like, oh my God. And Candy said it best. All first half of the season, you was the main one championing nobody being friends with her. You did not want her to be on the show. You was not feeling her. You hated her guts. This, that, and this. All she had to do was offer you up one tired ass apology. And now you got your hair so far up her ass, you got her shit all on your goddamn nose. Are you kidding me, Portia? And now, because you're friends with Nene again, now you're sitting here creating another problem with Kenya. How ironic, because it goes back to what I said before. You don't know how to be neutral in any type of situation, which is why you are not a good friend, which is why you and Nene deserve each other, because both of y'all hoes is toxic friends. In my opinion, like, you're just dumb. You dumb and you delusional. And then the minute she turned on your ass again, then you gonna be sitting up trying to be Kenya's friend again, and Cynthia's friend, and Candy friend, and this, that, and this. No, hell no. Get your ass back to where the hell you really want to be, ho. I know you lying to me. You too damn old to be this damn dumb and desperate for one bitch friendship who don't give a flying fuck about you. Girl, what part about that don't you get? You a stupid ass broad. Like, I feel sorry for PJ. Maybe, girl, quiet as his cat, PJ will be better off with Dennis Wiener peddling ass, because, I mean, listen, she ain't gonna get much values from him anyway, but at least she'll learn how to be somewhat of a strong, demure, independent black person, unlike your needy ass. Just the stupidest ass broad I have ever seen in my damn life. Y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you, because y'all, bitch, my pressure about to be real high, so I got to get up off of here, because I got more to give her. You understand me? But I'm gonna save all of that until the reunion is over. I'm gonna give it to y'all in moderations, okay? I gotta fuck y'all slow. I can't do it fast with the reads on Portia. I gotta give it to you slow, cause you like it slow. Yes, you like it slow. That's a little bit of H-Town for y'all little young girls who might not know nothing from nothing when it deals with real R&B music. But y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. This reunion, a lot better than I anticipated it to be. Hopefully it stays this way, because y'all know how Real Housewives do. They'll hide you there, and then the other episodes is completely trash, garbage, hot, stinky, boo-boo. Hopefully it won't be that way. And I'm going to holler at y'all later, girl. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That kush that be my starter kit. I just woke up and I rolled